It's Week 7 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year, but when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them out in the third year of a young career out of Alabama, it's Mac Jones.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. You look at this Steeler defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by the veteran in his 10th NFL campaign, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Second and a couple. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Garoppolo. incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the Rams looking for win number 2 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Throwing Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Again, it's Elliott. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Jones. That'll be caught by Cup. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. Back to throw. Jones flushed out right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Jones on first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now Jones going to change it up here. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We saw a strong first half of play from quarterback Mac Jones. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Well, the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A handoff for Warren. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And he is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he returns this to the 22. And now out come the Steelers. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Pickens on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looking left side, and he's got him in. That's one. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Garoppolo's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 18. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Garoppolo again. And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Jones throw here hauled in by Cup. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket, I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones hit and the ball's held. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now 2nd and 4. Garoppolo to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? But usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Jones. Going up top for Kupp. And that is incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jones. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. Now Jones. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And incomplete. Here's 2nd down. Running left, it's Warren. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This is Robinson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. There's Garoppolo to throw. And this one is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate it.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's 1st down. To throw is Jones. Going up top for Kupp. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Jones, first throw of overtime here. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're at OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it up.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On second down, Elliott down to the 25. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Los